And welcome back to Palmer Field here in the campus of Newton High School as Lynn's Nissan West and Muggs Media present the high school boys soccer game of the week. Thanks for joining us. I'm Dan Cleary. Freedom Division battle, final game of the first round. Although it's not like the old SCIL days where you played 9, 9, and 9. It's a total of 8 games, so this is the 4th division game of the season. Both teams have met their limit for HWS seeding. You needed 7 games in by today. So they'll be released very soon. We'll see how it shakes out for both of these squads. Newton has made the final a couple times. High Point has not. And no boys soccer team from Sussex County has won the HWS. Sparta lost in the final last year. Newton made it a couple times, lost. Pope John made it and lost. So maybe this is the year that Sussex County breaks through. Although it's going to be kind of tough with Hunter and Central, that almost like a small college down there in Flemington. And Hackettstown just having a great year under Matt DiMartini. So we're about ready to get underway, and we are on a beautiful, little bit of a warm day here in Newton. And pressure right away, and that will roll over the end line. We'll have a goal kick for Robert Osborne, as he has big shoes to fill. As Garrett Potter was a tremendous goalkeeper last year. And he is playing at D1 Ryder. Headed forward. Resga sends it in, but that's going to be broken up by Jacob Sorensen, one of the veterans on this team. And again, you can't understate what Kevin Fenlon has done. He took over the program. It was struggling. There's a broken up there, nicely done by William Fry. Omar Ba will break that up. Team was struggling to win 3 or 4 games a year, and then we'll work it to the wing to a Kengo, and we'll have a whistle. And then for him to get this program to where it could win a division title in 2015, just amazing job by Kevin. And to my knowledge, the only coach to win a division title in girls soccer and boys soccer, as he led the High Point girls to the SCIL title in 2004. Yeah, the great player in Tracy Fitzpatrick. Here comes Eddie Lynch. He breaks in. He takes the shot, and a save by Osborne. So the first chance of the game goes to the Braves. Booted away. The only other coach that might have done both could have been Julio Sosa over Pope John. I have to check on that, but I know for a fact Brian, the only one to do it at High Point. And one of his assistants as coach is Brian Emma. And Dave Rupert, also a assistant coach, and they both were head coaches of this program. You go back to the days of Billy Bauer and Gus Salome coaching at High Point. So High Point's had a nice tradition, but Newton's tradition, along with Sparta and Vernon, second to none up here in the area. So throw in deep in the attacking third into the box, loose by the 6, headed by Sorensen, still loose, and a save made by Osborne. So two early chances. High Point looking to immediately counter, and Joey Spatafora breaks that up, nicely done. And the big guy, Richie Resga, will work it to the wing looking for Crowley. First meeting between these two teams last year was a 2-0 High Point win. Alexander Venegas and Justin Akengo had the goals in that game. Potter had the shutout. And as we said, second time around, which allowed Newton to win the division. Newton with a convincing 3-0 win. Patrick Bresney, our player of the year. And here comes a chance for Kevin Ioso. He breaks in. Out comes the goal. Shot save. Ball still loose. And the Wildcats would clear it. Tremendous save. And again, another chance off the crossbar and out by Eddie Lynch. Off the football post, I should say. Wow. So a lot of action early on in this one. Newton Braves putting the pressure on. And we have a High Point player coming up a little slow, the official helping him off. Eddie Lynch and Kevin Ioso with opportunities to score first here today, and just being stymied by the defense and the goalie and then the goalpost. Let's see, the injured High Point player looks to be Maverick Liebel, number 11. Maverick had a very nice wrestling season last year for Johnny Gardner. But getting back to the second game last year between these two teams, Patrick Bresney, our player of the year, had a goal. Eddie Lynch had a goal, and Jefferson Aragona Macias had a goal, who's playing now at the County College over at Sussex. Some former Newton stars as well, Kevin Sosa, part of that team as well, playing for Frank Vernacchio. So High Point with the throw-in, and we're not even 5 minutes in, and Newton has almost taken a 3-0 lead, but hasn't found the back of the net. Lynch to Crowley. You think of that great senior class last year from Newton, which won the division, won the section title with a win over Lakeland, upset Harrison in the state semifinals on those two terrific set pieces, and then lost to Bernards in the Group 2 state final on a wind-blown corner kick on a chilly day down at Kane University. Omar Boss sends it in. Osborne would field it, Herman with the run. I remember that day distinctly because where I live in Vernon, I had to shovel 5 inches of snow off my driveway to get down to the game. Headed forward, looking to make a run here are the Wildcats. And Liam Carrick will get there. Ryan Frieda was trying to force the issue, and Omar Bob will flick it up to the far sideline. Newton, the only boys soccer program to get to a final and win one. 2002, they beat Holmdel. 2013, they lost in double overtime to Delran on possibly the coldest game I ever covered down at the college in New Jersey. And then last year, making their third appearance in the final, losing to Bernards. And Brian Martin, the head coach in 2013, 2012, an assistant, 2016, an assistant in 2012 to Pat Brennan. He was also a member of a couple of sectional championship teams as a player for Pat O'Donohue. So just a great soccer tradition here at Newton. So no score. Although Newton's had a couple of great opportunities. Jacob Sorensen sends it to the wing. He's looking for Tristan Castellani. Castellani coming off the bench this year, 3 goals and 3 assists. Chance here for the Wildcats into the box. And it will be a goal kick. Good defense again. That was Liam Carrick, I believe. Check the number on that, but we'll have a goal kick for Noah Metzger. So a good job by the Wildcats. Ryan Frater causing some trouble. Actually, that was Josh Fowler that did the nice job on defense. Metzger will send out the goal kick. Iosi trying to keep it in. Flicks it forward, looking for Lynch to run on. Lynch is going to get there. Crowley's in the box. And now we'll roll over the end line. We're going to have a corner. We saw Newton on opening day beat Wallkill Valley 2-1 in double overtime. And just shows you what a crazy game soccer can be. It took 2 overtimes, but Newton outshot Wallkill 47-5 and had 17 corner kicks. So B. Candelaro will take this. Nice service into the box. Headed in. Save by the defender for High Point. Wow. Terrific job there. That was Jacob Carter. Again, well, this easily could be 4-0 right now, as we're about 8.5 minutes into this first half. And kind of a microcosm of what has been going on for Newton. Brian Martin, obviously he knows that they have the talent. They just have not put it all together in one game yet. I said scoring goals has not been a problem. 21 in 7 games, averaging 3 a game. Work it back, send it, looking for a run here. Flick to the side, looking for Lynch, and that'll be booted away by William Fry, but kept in Richie Resga. A warm day here at Palmer Field. But when the sun goes behind the clouds, it's very comfortable. But you can't count on that all game. Josh Fowler, terrific ball to Ed Lynch. Out comes Osborne. Lynch sends it to the 6, and it's booted away. And we'll have a corner. Coming back to save the day there was Jacob Carter. And we'll have another corner kick for the Newton Braves, their second. Candelaro will send it in. Low, little bit of a liner, headed towards the goal. Headed into the box and then booted away. Crowley with the header. Spatafora will keep it in the attacking third. Resga tries to flick it forward. Another nice ball. Looking for Crowley coming back to play defense is Brock Sisko. Crowley still battling. We'll have a whistle. Little pushing there. And we'll have a set piece for the Wildcats. And taking this will be William Fry. Made a great defensive play before. Send right back in. Crowley, another nice ball towards the wing. Now, interesting fact today, this is the first game High Point has played on turf this year. Newton plays its home games on turf. And in the Freedom Division, Newton, Hackettstown, Vernon, and Lenape Valley all have turf. The only team that doesn't is High Point. And as of now, High Point gave Hackettstown its best game of the year in a 1-0 loss where Hackettstown knocked home a PK to win the game. So you look at the 0-3 record for High Point, kind of misleading. There's Sawyer Fenlon, longtime starter here for High Point. He's done a great job with his dad helping rebuild this program as a player. Omar Ba will break that up. Again, Newton always looking to attack. That's a nice ball by Tommy Herman. Out comes the keeper, and he'll get there before Ioso. But a terrific ball by Tommy Herman. This is McKernan. He's met by Omar Ba. Off McKernan, and we'll have a throw-in. Substitution for Newton, Luca Morello will come in. Crowley will take a break. This Newton team, a lot of depth. So when guys come off the bench, there's no drop-off. A lot of these guys will be starters for many other teams. Braves keeping in. Morello, excuse me. I believe he had the game-winning assist in the win over Wallkill Valley with about 2 seconds left in double overtime. Ba will work it back. Akengo puts the pressure on. Newton will switch fields, and they'll bring it up. Josh Fowler. And Morello puts the pressure on Fry. That'll roll over the end line. And it will be a goal kick for the Wildcats. So a lot of action going on in the High Point attacking third with Newton spending the majority of the first 13 minutes of this one putting the pressure on the Wildcats. And that'll go out. Newton will have a throw. Spatafora will come and take this. Now, last year, Nick Dashko and Jake DeLuca were terrific on the throw-ins. It was almost like having a direct kick with those two. Terrific with the throws. Spatafora. And we'll do it again. Right in front of the Newton bench is Brian Martin. With his assistant coach, Andy Weber, his brother. Andy was the captain and the best player on that 2012 state title team. Andy, a 3-time player of the year for Muggs Media. Shared it 1 year with Eric Legg, who went on to, from Pope John, went on to a very nice career at Seton Hall. But Andy Weber, one of the best soccer players ever to play at Newton and in Sussex County. He, along with Brett Conrad, was just tremendous on that 012 team. Leo Ricaldi, Ryan Cronin. The names go on and on. Ryan Brewster, Kyle Morrell in goal. Matt Cespedes, Chris Guth. He had the big game-winning goal in double overtime against Mawa during that run. That was a lot of fun to watch that team, and Pat Brennan went out with the championship, winning that Group 2 state title with the win over Homedale, which they had a rally to win, and had to play the final, I believe, 18 minutes down a man due to a very, very questionable red card on Chris Guth. So Newton would love to get back to that final and get another title. Throw in here for the Wildcats, Kieran Ryan. Flicked forward by Tommy Herman. Sorensen's there. Then chip forward towards the flag. Foot race on. And now we'll roll over the sideline. We'll have a throw-in for the Wildcats. Again, I want to thank Friendlies of Route 206 Hampton and Route 23 Wantage. Family owned and operated. Great food, great ice cream, great for the family. It's Friendlies of Route 206 Hampton, Route 23 Wantage, and the Newton Pride Foundation. Go to newtonnjpride.org for the benefit of the students of the Newton School District. They just inducted their recent Hall of Fame, and we'll have a story on that on a future sports beat. And also our regular Game of the Week sponsors, our title sponsor, Lynn's Nissan West, the Orthopedic Institute in New Jersey, Newton Medical Center, Tim's Auto and Truck Repair, and Sussex County Community College. Kengo trying to get it through. Kerrick breaks that up. Battle on the near sideline with Ryan and Spatafora. And it will be a a Newton throw-in. As we're roughly about 16 minutes into this first half. No score, but you would think Newton has the lead with the way they've dominated and had their chances. But High Point doing a good job of bending and not breaking right now. They're trying to create here, looking for Ryan Freda. But Omar Bath, the veteran back there, breaking that up. And the two goals that Cam Sack scored last year against Harrison in the state semifinals, you can check it out on the Muggs Media YouTube page. Omar Barr was a big part of those. Two of the best set pieces you'll ever see. And offsides, Ioso just a little bit ahead of the pack. So we'll have a free kick here for the High Point Wildcats. High Point last year in the state tournament, they lost to Lakeland. Lakeland was very tough defensively. Newton had to do all it could to get the 1-0 victory last year against a tough Lancer squad. Sent in, Ioso gives a chase, and out comes Osborne. He'll cover it up. Osborne quickly throws it in. Tapped up to the sideline, but again, Newton is there. Newton has great field coverage. They know how to space, and they know where each other are at all times. The Kengo will break that up for a High Point. We'll have a whistle on the Wildcats. He's trying to make the turn. And the Braves will take this set piece, which they're always so tough on. During those championship run years, the set pieces taken by Brett Conrads are just amazing. He would find someone. In fact, he's the one that sent it in to Chris Guth against Mawa. And Brian Martin really stresses the set pieces. Throw in for the Wildcats. Carter sends it in and it will be out of bounds, and we'll do it again. A couple more yards up the field for the Wildcats. Actually be a free kick broken up by Omar Ba. He sends it Iosa on his horse, but coming in, closing in right there was Maverick Lieberl. Good to see him back in. And that'll be a goal kick. You got to conserve your energy in a day like today. You got to pick your spots when you can make those runs. Kieran Ryan will head off. Incoming for High Point is number 12, Alex Foster. So Osborne, who's been brilliant here in the first half, will send it short to Carter. Sawyer Fenlon with the touch, broken up by Spatafora. These are both very technically sound soccer teams. Brian Martin and Kevin Fenlon as good as it gets when it comes to teaching the fundamentals of this game. Fredo with the ball to the outside to McKernan. He's trying to make a run. Omar Ba on him. And now he'll get knocked out of bounds, and we'll have a throw-in for the Wildcats. And that'll be McKernan will take this. So High Point in the attacking third with an opportunity here. They haven't had too many here in the first half. McKernan will send it towards the box. Rezga sends it back to Ba. The Braves clear the area. Eddie Lynch trying to make the turn. Sawyer Fenlon on him. Good work. Allows High Point to get it back. Trying to cut through there was Sorensen and broken up by Richie Rezga. Sawyer Fenlon, good ball to Foster. Sorensen in the middle tries to send one in, and no one made the run. I think he was looking for a Kengo to make a run that'll roll and scooped up easily by Noah Metzger. Fenlon keeps it in. Booted away by Spatafora. And they'll send that back Fry to the keeper. And Osborne will play it on the hop and give it a ride as we're midway through this first half. A lot of action, but no scoring. Carter flicks it to the side. McKernan challenged by Ioso. Good work by Kevin. Gets it in the middle of the field. Looking for Morello. Can he get there? He will not be able to with that rollout. And we'll have a throw in here for the Wildcats. And we're going to have a hydration break, it looks like, folks. As they take a break, we're going to take a break as well. We'll be right back.
With winter weather approaching, now is a good time to get your wiper blades inspected and replaced to keep your windshield clear and make it much easier to see from the snow glare. Give us a call at Tim's Auto, 973-875-6181. Thank you.
I don't need an electrician. I can fix that myself.
Wrong choice, Harold. But if you're buying a car, the right choice is always Lynn's Nissan in Stanhope. This month, lease a Nissan Altima for just $122 per month, or the Nissan Rogue for only $133. Plus, you get up to $2,500 more for your trade. Lynn's Nissan in Stanhope, always the right choice.
This game is sponsored by the Newton Pride Foundation. The Newton Pride Foundation is proud of all the accomplishments of all Newton athletics. Newton Pride Foundation. Find out how you can become a volunteer by going to newtonnjpride.org.
When it comes to caring for the unexpected, take comfort in knowing that our emergency department is prepared and equipped to take care of all patients' needs, from minor injuries to more advanced life-threatening illnesses like heart attacks and strokes. No other provider can match the experience, commitment to quality, and access to state-of-the-art technology available at Newton Medical Center. And as part of Atlantic Health System, we're also the only facility seamlessly connected to all the resources and medical experts at Morristown Medical Center and our sister hospitals for the breadth of high-quality and nationally ranked services offered throughout our network.
Hi, my name is Dr. Robert DeFalco. I'm an orthopedic surgeon from the Orthopedic Institute of New Jersey. The Orthopedic Institute of New Jersey is a complete musculoskeletal practice. We have board-certified physicians who specialize in the operative and non-operative treatment of any musculoskeletal problem.
We try to evaluate, educate, and treat the patient. Here we utilize a multidisciplinary approach, taking full advantage of the wonderful orthopedic, pain management, spinal care, and physical therapy professionals at the practice.
We have a very large practice with a number of different doctors with many different subspecialties, and it's an incredible asset.
The expertise of our physicians and the professionalism of our staff is what I believe sets our practice apart. This allows us to provide timely, personalized, high-quality care to our patients.
I take particular pride in knowing that the patient is well cared for and that their experience at the Orthopedic Institute of New Jersey has either met or exceeded their expectations. It's very rewarding seeing patients get back to their active lifestyles. The team here at the Orthopedic Institute is outstanding. Without this team, I would have never made this team. And I mean that with every fiber of my being.
At the Orthopedic Institute of New Jersey, we believe you don't need to travel to receive world-class care. We have 4 major locations, including Hackettstown, Roxbury, Newton, and Sparta, and multiple satellite locations serving northern New Jersey and eastern Pennsylvania.
And we're back here at Newton High School, a rare timeout in soccer, but a good one. It's a hydration break. It's very warm today, abnormally warm for late September, early fall. And a good job by the officials agreeing, and the coaches agreeing to have a hydration break as close as you can to the midway point. There's 18:53 to go. So they had a stop in the action. They decided good time to take the break. So player safety is paramount. I was joking with our cameraman Chuck Mills off air. Chuck played soccer at North Warren, and how things have changed. Where I was asking him what Jack Sweet would have said, the legendary head coach at North Warren. He probably would be frowning upon a hydration break, but as Chuck pointed out, it's a different game and a different world, and it's the right thing to do. The old school ways just don't fly anymore, folks, as much as a lot of people would like them to come back. So we still have no score with 18 minutes to go here in the first half. Freedom Division battle, final game of the first round of the Freedom Division. They will go to second round, but again, only 8 division games. So these teams play a lot of crossovers and independents. In fact, Newton's next game is against a very dangerous and good Jefferson team. And High Point will play Wallkill Valley, who's looking to win the Colonial Division. Wildcats trying to put together a run here. Carrick breaks it up. Omar Barr going to be challenged by Kengo. Eddie Lynch will turn, work it to the wing. Kevin Ioso sending it forward, looking for Christian Hasty, who has checked in number 2. This is Fenlon, the heart and soul of this team. Broken up. Braves will work it back. Liam Carrick sends it into the middle of the field. Candelaro gets to it. And the big guy, Richie Reska, challenged, but he's physically so strong. Him, and along with his former teammate who graduated, Cam Sachs, you weren't going to move Cam anywhere. Big body back there. I believe his nickname was Big Daddy. Terrific player and a great young man, too. The team's playing it in the air now. Candelaro bats it down. Hasty works it to the wing, and battle there that High Point's trying to win, but look at the work Ioso puts in. Even though he didn't get to that ball, he's going to force a turnover. Flick forward. Nice ball ahead. Chance again for Lynch. Carter on him. Lynch still has it. Sends it to the top. Chance for Hasty. He sends it in, and it's the crossbar. That's the second time now. Talk about unlucky. Just flat out unlucky if you're Newton right now. Couple of substitutions here. High Point will bring in a new player, switch up their lineup a little bit. Kieran Ryan has checked back in. Morello with the pressure. Lynch kept in. Candelaro, nice move there to Resgu, who sends it right back to Lynch. See if you can get a cross in here. But they'll work it back up. Good ball movement by the Braves. Looking for Iosa, collision. Morello and Maverick Lieberl both going down. No whistle, no harm, no foul. Omar Ba comes up, sends it to the wing. Again, High Point's defense bending but not breaking. And this is Fenlon. He sends it back. Kieran Ryan, but broken up again by the Newton Braves defense. One thing about Newton over the years, never afraid to send it back to the keeper and build from the back. Metzger there this year. Last year, Sam Miller got them to the finals. Tanner Houston, terrific goalkeeper. Kyle Morell, a terrific goalkeeper. Always some great keepers. We've mentioned about High Point, but Newton as well. Go all the way back to Albert Franco. I'm dating myself now, folks. That's over 25 years ago. But he was a tremendous player in goal. Tom Frangie was a nice goalie. There's a lot of good goalkeepers coming out of Newton. As we wait to get the ball. It's a big field with a lot of room off the pitch. So the runners today are getting a workout. This is a Kengo. Fenlon. Trying to work it back to Fenlon, broken up by Richie Resga. Chasing now is Maverick Liebel. Liebel keeps it in. High Point has not really created a very good chance yet today, but there's still no score, so it only takes one. Here's Iosa. Look at that engine, never slows down. This is Eddie Lynch. Lynch has it. He's got Hasty in the box. Lynch still has it, breaks in. He shoots, saved by Osborne, and then it goes in on the rebound. And the good work by Lynch. He was stopped the first time, and he comes in and he scores. So Lynch will get the goal, and that will give him 6 on the season. With 13 minutes to go here in the first half, Newton has the 1-0 lead. Osborne made a great save, couldn't hold on, and then Lynch was smart, was right there on the rebound and knocked it home. So after putting many shots on goal, Newton breaks through and said, we'll see if this opens up the floodgates, or will High Point tighten up even more. Sometimes when you get that first goal, a good attacking team like Newton is like a shark smelling blood in the water. They start to put it together. Sorensen will break that up. Fry sending out the long through ball. Looking for Kieran Ryan to run it down, but the Newton defense is there as always. So 1-0 here in the Linz Nissan West Muggs Media Boys Soccer Game of the Week. Broken up, Hasty sends it over to the wing, and Newton with the nice diagonals and one-touch passing. Resga sends it forward to Omar Ba. Newton doing a nice job of knocking the ball around right now. Pressure there put on by Maverick Liebel. And the Braves will keep the possession. Spatafora has time. Nice ball in the middle of the field to Hasty. He's got some space. Looking for Lynch to make a run. Out comes Osborne. Lynch shot. Goal! Beautiful goal by Ed Lynch. A great ball by Hasty. Perfect pace on that. And now with 11:33 to go, Newton has a 2-0 lead as Lynch knocks in his 7th goal of the year. And like I said, does this mean that the floodgates are going to open for the Braves? That was terrific hustle by Lynch. Osborne came out. He was able to beat Osborne to the ball and tap it into the back of the net. Big goal for Eddie Lynch. Omar Bob battling on the far sideline with Maverick Liebel. Freda will take the throw-in. So a 2-0 lead with 11 minutes to go here in the first half. High Point looking to create a run. That's a nice ball. Out comes Metzger. Can't get to it. High Point has an open net. Shot goes wide. Ronald Bravo has checked in and just goes wide. The best chance for High Point here in the first half. But a terrific setup as the shot goes just wide for the Wildcats. We talked about Newton being unlucky right there for the Wildcats. Frank Sandoval, number 9, and number 11, Tommy Herman, will check in next opportunity for Newton. They have the 2-0 lead. It was almost just 2-1. Metzger came out, and the shot just went wide. Hasty with a nice job there. He sends it to the wing to Lynch. He has 2 goals already. Nice ball sent. I also try to flick it back. And Freda will get there for the Wildcats. Again, I want to thank the Newton Pride Foundation, Newton NJ Pride, for the benefit of all the students of the Newton School District. And friendlies of Route 206 Hampton, Route 23 in Wantage. Great food, great ice cream, great for the family. It's friendlies, Route 206 Hampton, Route 23 in Wantage, proud sponsor of tonight's game. So Newton will have another dangerous set piece. Candelaro will take this. As we mentioned, Newton traditionally so tough on these. High Point has to be ready to defend with 9.5 to go. Sent in. Goes off Lynch, and that will stay in. Liebel will try to clear it. He gets to the Freda. But it'll go out, so Newton will get a throw in. So Sandoval and Herman will check in for the Braves. Lynch, he of 2 goals, will come off, and Ioso, him working very hard today. He'll get a break here with Newton with the 2-0 lead and 9 minutes to go. Into the box it goes, and Osborne will cover up. So Robert Osborne very busy today back there in the cage. Carter tries to get rid of it. Sorensen sends it back. And looking for someone to make a run, no one there for the moment. And Metzger comes flying out, but good hustle there by Kieran Ryan to force him to come out to play that. Metzger will give it a ride. Tommy Herman battling for the ball will go down to Hasty. And now we'll head out of bounds. We'll have a High Point throw 8 minutes to go here in the first half. Carter with the throw-in. Resga with time, gets it in the middle of the field. Zach Schickel has checked in, number 5. High Point trying to get something going on the counter. Resga breaks that up. Sticking with it is Kieran Ryan. He works it to the wing, looking for Ryan Freda. Freda keeps it in. Back to Ryan, and broken up by the Newton defense. Nicely done. And they'll work it all the way back. Osborne will swing it over to Carter. Braves will get it back. This is Schickel. Schickel's on. He has a chance. He takes the shot save. Osborne with another save, keeping very busy back there. Schickel with the shot. High Point works it up the far sideline. And reading that right away was the Newton defense. And with the heat today and the humidity and that turf, fitness level is going to be very important in the second half. And I'm sure Coach Brian Martin and the Braves are thinking right now, we had a 2-0 lead against Sparta the other day and ended up losing 4-2. So they're going to continue to put the pressure on and not be complacent with the 2-0 lead. Liam Carrick will settle and try to clear. He'll chip it away. We'll have a High Point throw. Substitution coming back in for High Point is Jack McKernan, number 22. Ronald Brevo will head off. Fenlon and Tommy Herman battling for the ball. Whistle will be on Newton. Quick restart by Fenlon. He works it up the wing. High Point trails 2-0, trying to get on the scoreboard. They're coming off a 7-2 victory over Kittatinny. Kengo had 2 goals. Freda had 2 goals in that game. Then before that, a tough loss to a solid Pequannock team, 3-1. The Hackettstown lost 1-0. Tough loss to Vernon, 3-2. So, as we said, that record very deceiving for High Point as they played everyone tough. The Braves with the 2-0 lead, knocking the ball around a little bit here. Sending it to the wing, looking for Tommy Herman to make a run. He's battling Brock Sisko as they both go down. And that'll be on Newton. Says High Point will take the free kick. More times than not, if you go to the turf and then you get up with your hands up, the referee's going to call it on the other guy. As the old Shakespeare line, we think South protests too much. Yes, folks, you wouldn't know you get a little Shakespeare on a Muggs Media broadcast. Well, Kengo trying to get there, but Lee and Carrick will sweep it away. And it'll go right to Maverick Liebel. And good pressure put on by the Newton Braves again. Frank Sandoval with some good work. Nice job by Hasty to keep this in. Works it to the wing, stays in. Spatafora sends it in. And the one-timer will go wide by Tommy Herman. And Osborne will scoop that up and immediately work it to the wing. As High Point, which they have done all first half, is quick restarts, trying to catch the Braves off guard. Morello will check back in for Newton, number 8. Candelaro will come off. And we'll have a throw-in from Omar Ba. Ba sends it towards the flag. And that will roll out just outside of it, so that'll be a throw-in. Tommy Herman looks like he's going to take this for the Braves. Almost like a corner kick. Herman's got a good throw. We'll see if he can get into the box. As we have 2.5 to go here in the first half. Newton with the 2-0 lead here on the Linz Nissan West Muggs Media Game of the Week. Nice throw in. Still loose, and then finally cleared away by the High Point defense. Kengo tries to get to it, and again, Newton just with great field coverage and great job of moving the ball around. You don't see the Braves get too bunched up. And at this juncture of the game, unless something changes, I don't see High Point scoring unless it's on a real quick counter or off a set piece. Just they haven't been able to get something together in the run of play. And this is wide. Look at the ball movement here. Work it back. Good, technical, sound soccer. This is Bob with the little touch to Spatafora. Spatafora sends it forward. Herman was trying to touch it to Hasty, but that little too much pace went out of bounds as we have 1:20 to go here in the first half. So a throw in for the Wildcats. Sawyer Fenlon immediately doubled up, sends it back. As McKernan will send that. Throw in from Spataford to Morello. 50 seconds to go. Good thought by Herman. He tried to do it before, put a little bit too much on it. Hasty with the turn. He's in the box. Flicks it towards the 6, broken up. It comes back to him. 35 seconds to go. Look at the work here by Hasty. He sends it all the way back. Fowler will send it over. Richie Rezga through to Ba. 24 seconds to go. And Newton's going to settle down and make one last run. Try to make this 3-0 before this half comes to an end. 15 seconds. So we'll see if they try to send it towards the flag, create a run here. They'll work it to the middle of the field. Here's the chance. Breaking in. And good defense to slow things down by Fry. And the first half is going to come to an end. A good challenge there by Fry. A good run made by the Newton Braves. But the first half is in the books here at Newton High School. Freedom Division battle. Newton 2, High Point 0. We'll be back with the second half of the Muggs Media Linz Nissan West Boys Soccer Game of the Week.
I don't need an electrician. I can fix that myself.
Wrong choice, Harold. But if you're buying a car, the right choice is always Linz Nissan and Stanhope. This month, lease a Nissan Altima for just $122 per month, or the Nissan Rogue for only $133. Plus, you get up to $2,500 more for your trade. Linz Nissan and Stanhope, always the right choice.
Commitment to student success is what sets Sussex County Community College apart. Turn your passion into a career and learn from professors who are in the field and rich with experience. Imagine an education with endless possibilities and a campus full of life. Choose a degree or certificate that speaks to your inner self but doesn't have a lasting impact on your finances. Visit our open house on October 14th so that you can get started on a great education. Sussex County Community College. Start here, go anywhere.
This game is sponsored by the Newton Pride Foundation. The Newton Pride Foundation is proud of all the accomplishments of all Newton athletics. Newton Pride Foundation. Find out how you can become a volunteer by going to newtonnjpride.org.
When it comes to caring for the unexpected, take comfort in knowing that our emergency department is prepared and equipped to take care of all patients' needs, from minor injuries to more advanced life-threatening illnesses like heart attacks and strokes. No other provider can match the experience, commitment to quality, and access to state-of-the-art technology available at Newton Medical Center. And as part of Atlantic Health System, we're also the only facility seamlessly connected to all the resources and medical experts at Morristown Medical Center and our sister hospitals for the breadth of high-quality and nationally ranked services offered throughout our network.
Hi, my name is Dr. Robert DeFalco. I'm an orthopedic surgeon from the Orthopedic Institute of New Jersey. The Orthopedic Institute of New Jersey is a complete musculoskeletal practice. We have board-certified physicians who specialize in the operative and non-operative treatment of any musculoskeletal problem.
We try to evaluate, educate, and treat the patient. Here we utilize a multidisciplinary approach, taking full advantage of the wonderful orthopedic, pain management, spinal care, and physical therapy professionals at the practice.
We have a very large practice with a number of different doctors with many different subspecialties, and it's an incredible asset.
The expertise of our physicians and the professionalism of our staff is what I believe sets our practice apart. This allows us to provide timely, personalized, high-quality care to our patients.
I take particular pride in knowing that the patient is well cared for and that their experience at the Orthopedic Institute of New Jersey has either met or exceeded their expectations. It's very rewarding seeing patients get back to their active lifestyles. The team here at the Orthopedic Institute is outstanding. Without this team, I would have never made this team. And I mean that with every fiber of my being.
At the Orthopedic Institute of New Jersey, we believe you don't need to travel to receive world-class care. We have 4 major locations, including Hackettstown, Roxbury, Newton, and Sparta, and multiple satellite locations serving northern New Jersey and eastern Pennsylvania.
And welcome back to Palmer Field here in the campus of Newton High School, Newton, New Jersey, as Linz Nissan West. And Muggs Media presents the high school boys soccer game of the week, Freedom Division battle. Newton with a 2-0 lead over a High Point. 2 goals from Ed Lynch. He has 7 on the year. Thanks for joining us. I'm Dan Cleary. Again, want to thank our sponsors. Our title sponsor, Lynn's Nissan West, located on Route 206 in Byram. Check out their large selection of new and pre-owned cars. It's Lynn's Nissan West, Route 206 Byram. Orthopedic Institute, New Jersey, with offices throughout Northwest New Jersey. Watch their Live Well tips on the Sports Beat. Tim's Auto and Truck Repair, Loomis Avenue in Sussex. Watch Tim's Auto tips on the games of the week. Newton Medical Center, part of the Atlantic Health System, serving the community. AtlanticHealth.org. Sussex County Community College. Start here, go anywhere. Go to sussex.edu for information on upcoming open houses. And special sponsors for tonight's game, all games on Channel 10 and mugsmedia.com for Newton. Sponsored by the Newton Pride Foundation. Go to newtonnjpride.org for more information for the benefit of the students of the Newton School District. And a special sponsor for tonight's game. This game is also being brought to you by Friendly's, Route 206 in Hampton and Route 23 in Wantage. Family owned and operated. Great food, great ice cream, great for the family. Stop by Friendly's, Route 206 Hampton, Route 23 and Wantage. So we're underway. Second half action. First half dominated by Newton. High Point very fortunate to be only down 2-0. Eddie Lynch with 2 goals, but Newton had tremendous amount of opportunities. High Point goalie Robert Osborne with a couple of great saves. Newton hit the post a couple of times. Really controlled the run of play the entire match in the first 40 minutes. So we'll see how the second 40 shakes out. Will High Point get back in this one, or will Newton just continue to add on to its lead? And the first 10 minutes will tell a lot. Tommy Herman back to Omar Ba. He'll be nudged away, and it'll be off him. We'll have a throw-in for Maverick Liebel. Gets it to McKernan. Midway through the first half, we took a hydration break, I should say, which was a good call by the officials. We'll see if they do this at the midway point of this half. As the clouds and shadows start to come in, it feels like summer, but it's fall. It gets darker earlier. We did a game up in Vernon the other night, a 6 o'clock start. It was sweltering, and then once the sun went down, it was gorgeous. Perfect weather. But obviously, we will not be here for sunset at Newton. If we are, something bad happened. And we don't want that to happen. So the Braves have it again. This is Lynch. Makes the turn. Comes in. Ball still loose in the box. And that'll be broken up by the defense, Brock Sisko. And he'll send it to the wing. As we mentioned in the first half, the seeds for the Hunter Warren Sussex turn will be coming out very soon. Tommy Herman makes the turn. And broken up by McKernan. And both of these teams will probably be in the middle of the pack as far as seeding and power points are concerned. That's a terrific ball. Iosa trying to get to it, flicks it forward, and he takes the shot, and it's broken up a little bit by the defense from Cisco as Osborne will get there. Lynch shot. Just goes high. Looking for that hat trick. And we'll have a goal kick. It's to be taken by Osborne. He gives it a ride. Ball loose. Sawyer Fenlon will get to it. Throw in for the Braves. Crowley looking to hand it off to somebody. He will. And on the far sideline, the Braves will take this. Flicked into the box, looking for Eddie Lynch. And that'll be cleared away, and that'll be a corner. That'll be the third of the game for the Braves, first of the second half. High Point has not yet been awarded a corner kick. Candelaro will take this. Sent in. Osborne collides, shot goal, Omar Ba.
Goal, Omar Ba.
Keeper came out. And that's no goal. They're waving that off, folks. So there was a infraction with the collision with the keeper. No goal. So we'll have a goal kick for Osborne. He collided with a Newton player when the ball came in. The ball dropped in and Omar Ba knocked it home, but his goal is waved off. So High Point dodges a bullet. 3-0 would be a pretty deep hole to dig out of. This is Crowley. We'll have a trip on Newton, so a dangerous free kick here for the Newton Braves. Off the set piece, Candelaro will take this. They have the 2-0 lead. Sent in, and the header just goes over the post. Nicely done, but just over the crossbar by the Braves, and we'll have a goal kick. Osborne will take this. Crowley will get to it. Chip forward. And McKernan battling with Iosa. We're going to have a whistle. And Newton will have another set piece. Iosa took a pretty good shot there, but he bounced right back up. Calderaro will take this, excuse me. Sends it in. On goal, save Osborne. As the shadows creeping in here at Newton High School. We'll cool things off a little bit. Start of this game was blistering hot. That ball will work to the wing. Crowley going to try to keep it in. He does. Tommy Herman challenges. Still on his feet. Herman sends in the shot, goes wide. Good work by Tommy Herman, but we'll have a goal kick for the Wildcats. Osborne will take this. He's been very busy this afternoon, as Newton has put on unrelenting pressure on the Wildcats. Been a fairly clean game today, not too much chippiness. That's because both of these teams so technically sound. They don't have to rely on the physical type play, although Newton does play physical soccer. They have the gifts, the talented gifts to go along with it. That went off, and we'll have a throw-in. No handball call, went off the chest. And it's going to be tough for Osborne with the sun right in his eyes right now. Metzger kind of in the shadows. Dangerous ball sent in. Iosa with the header. And Osborne goes high. He gets there for Eddie Lynch challenge. So High Point will send it out again. Omar Ba steps up, sends it right back in. And here comes Lynch. Challenged by Liebel. Ed Lynch. Trying to work it back to Lynch, broken up by Liebel. Omar Ba all the way up, a kendo on him. They'll send it back to Carrick. In the middle, Newton with time and space. Ball sent up. Ioso's on. Makes one move. Sends it back out. Newton trying to settle and reset. Rezga comes up, has time, sends it in, and that'll go high. So we'll have a goal. Throw in from the goalie, a goal kick from the goalie. Again, want to thank Newton Pride Foundation and friendlies of Route 206 Wantage, Route 206 Hampton and Route 23 Wantage. Sponsor on this Newton soccer game and High Point. Fans from each school can stop by their local friendlies after the game, get a nice ice cream and cool off in this hot weather. Osborne will play this. And the first 10 minutes of this second half, very similar to the first 40 minutes, with Newton controlling the run of play and just continually put the pressure on the Wildcats, keeping it in on their end of the field. Good battle here with Fenlon and Ioso. And then be a throw in for the Wildcats. As we mentioned, the heat all throughout this game. We'll see if it has an effect in the second part of this second half. See if the legs get a little heavy. Carrick will work it back. Josh Fowler. And what I like about the Newton defense, they don't panic. Carrick's a veteran back there, so is Omar Ba. Crowley keeps his feet. Calderaro. Nice ball. Ba comes up. He gets into the offensive fray. Omar Ba sends it towards the 6. Osborne's there. He knocks it down and offsides. There's going to be called before anything can happen. But a terrific thought and ball by Omar Ba. That's where he resulted in a High Point goal kick after the offsides. Again, Ba getting into the action. Good team defense there by High Point. And William Fry gives it a ride. Rezga sends it over. Newton with 2 shutouts this year. They beat Opakon 8-0 and Lenape Valley 4-0. Way too early to be talking about shutouts, but those are the only 2 they have, and right now they have the clean sheet as we're 12 minutes in. Dangerous. Tommy Herman gets a head on it. Ball's still loose, and it comes out. Dangerous chip here, and Osborne will get there before Richie Rezga. So we'll have a throw-in on the far sideline, Joey Spadafora. Ba and Kengo going at it. And again, my theory of when you throw your hands up, they're going to call it on you. And that's what happened to Akengo. So we'll have a set piece here. Josh Fowler will take this. Newton with the 2-0 lead and has dominated play today. Headed away by the Wildcats. Crowley, he's going to let it roll out. Good pressure there by Kieran Ryan. But the ball will roll out and we'll have a Newton throw. And Newton will probably work this back. Nice soccer there. They get it to Omar Ba. Sends it up. He was looking for Ioso, but it comes right back to Richie Rezga. And we'll have a whistle. And it will be on Newton. So High Point will take this, and giving this a ride will be William Fry. High Point still looking to get on the scoreboard. They trailed 2-0 here in the Linz Nissan West Muggs Media Game of the Week. Freedom Division Battle. Crowley keeps it in. Good pressure there. That was Carter. He gets it to Akengo. They work it back, chip forward, no one there to make a run, and that will bounce harmlessly to the keeper, Noah Metzger. And Metzger will give it a ride. When we talk about that Freedom Division race, everyone right now chasing Hackettstown. Matt DiMartini's club is 8-0-1 and 3-0 in the division. They play Lenape Valley as we speak. Try to go to 4-0 division at the halfway point. Cole Reardon having a very good year with 11 goals for the Tigers as Ioso tries to bring it in, broken up. Sammy Giraldo, Milton Martinez, and goalie Bobby White. So Herman will send that in, hits the side of the net. But Hackettstown having a great year. Vernon second in the division right now, 2-1-1. They're 35-1 overall. Alex Denyer having a nice year for them offensively. Picked up his first goal against Lenape. Caleb Gibson having a good season for the Vikings. Phil Parada and DJ McQuillan, you got to give him a lot of credit. He went in goal when Ryan Lally got hurt. And all he did was go out against Lenape Valley and post a clean sheet. So Joe Jones and his squad, very tough. We see Newton at High Point right now, and Lenape Valley, Eric Schumann always has his team ready to play. They have a good goalie, Matt Smith, and Lenape Valley is always a tough out. So a rare trip back to the keeper here for Metzger, and he'll give it a ride. Battle forward to Crowley, bounces off him, Carter, and that'll be pushed out of bounds, and we'll have a throw-in on the far sideline. Dangerous there, and that'll be cleared by Carrick for the moment. Here comes Sawyer Fenlon trying to create something for the Wildcats. Good ball by Fenlon. Looking for Ryan Freda. He's going to try to get a shot off. He does, and it goes just wide. So another good opportunity for High Point, just goes wide. And score remains 2-0. Newton, Newton, as we said, has dominated the run of play, but that goes in. It's a whole different ball game in the final 23 minutes because it's only a one-goal game and anything can happen then. So good job by High Point to create some pressure. Fenlon with a beautiful ball to Ryan Freda. Just went wide. This is McKernan trying to turn it away. Sorensen. William Fry. Check that. Sorry, folks. And the Wildcats, the Braves will send it back. Fowler gets it to Calderaro. Bob with a nice ball. Flick forward by Lynch. Iosa tries to keep it in. It'll bounce out. We'll have a throw-in for the Wildcats. As we're 18 minutes into. Well, that was not a throw-in. It was a infraction against Newton. So a free kick here. Fry sends it in. McKernan. And it'll go right to Liam Carrick. Back to Omar Ba. To Josh Fowler. Good ball movement here by the Braves. They've been knocking it around, as I said, all game, doing a very nice job. Looking for Lynch. And Fry slows things down. Good job by William Fry as Lynch was looking for his third goal of the game. And that'll be a turnover and a Newton throw. Iosa quickly restarts. This is Rezga. Newton trying to get something going here. Fenlon will break it up. It comes back to the Braves. And Crowley will get there. Chips it into the box looking for Lynch. He got a head on it, but Osborne's there for the stop. So the game remains 2-0 Newton, although High Point's had a couple of decent chances in the second half. Not a rollout, but for the most part, this has been all Newton. Well, they're going to take a hydration break, it looks like. They will. With 20-21 to go here in the second half. We're going to take a break, folks. We'll be right back with more of the Linz Nissan West Muggs Media Game of the Week.
Commitment to student success is what sets Sussex County Community College apart. Turn your passion into a career and learn from professors who are in the field and rich with experience. Imagine an education with endless possibilities and a campus full of life. Choose a degree or certificate that speaks to your inner self but doesn't have a lasting impact on your finances. Visit our open house on October 14th so that you can get started on a great education. Sussex County Community College. Start here, go anywhere.
Hi, I'm Rehan Shamim. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at the Orthopedic Institute of New Jersey. I work with athletes of all ages, from children and adolescents through high school and college, and even to the weekend warrior population. These are people who like to stay active, they like to engage in sports, they like to do exercise, they might like the aspect of staying in good shape, they might like the team and camaraderie aspect of it.
My name is Lara Carlson. We are at Central Park of Morris, and there's kickball going on tonight. So I work for the organization Jersey Club Sports, and we run a league. It's almost every night a week there's a different league going on, and tonight it's kickball and sand volleyball. So some people do come and warm up and they take it seriously, but then there are others who don't, and we see some really serious injuries. So you know, it would be nice to see more people come and warm up. Some people show up literally at 6:30 when the game starts, and they leave as soon as it ends. There's no warm up or cool down. And you know, I'm an athlete myself. I played sports in college, and I know the importance of warming up and cooling down. And sometimes people get hurt because of it.
Because they're not dedicating their full time to keeping their muscles strengthened and stretched and appropriately worked out, when they do put in 100% effort on those weekend sporting activities, it might be a sudden change from what their muscles are normally used to. If you're a weekend warrior, you like to go out on the weekends, softball, kickball, volleyball, whatever it may be, you just have to keep in mind what are the specific demands of your sport and what can you do to prevent injuries in those sports.
You'd be surprised because you think like, okay, this is fun, it's co-ed sports, but someone tore their Achilles on the first day of one of the opening kickball seasons. He was out for the rest of the season. I've seen like really serious injuries, people sand volleyball, spraining their ankles, just coming down, you know, people have torn their ACLs.
For many athletes, athletic trainers are very important in helping us take care of the athletes in terms of both injury prevention and treatment. For high school athletes, most high schools do have athletic training staff, and the athletes will have access to them as they need on a daily basis. As you get into the higher levels of sport, including college and professional, that access becomes even more intense. Unfortunately, for the weekend warriors, they don't necessarily have this kind of access. When they get injured, they don't know where to go. They don't have a point person that they can talk to about how serious is this kind of thing and what do I need to do, who do I need to see, what further treatment should I be getting, and that's why we're here. Our job is to make sure that anybody who comes in will get that kind of evaluation and has that access.
I think a partnership with the Orthopedic Institute would be phenomenal for this organization. Jersey Club Sports is huge, and there's so many different members. And again, there's some people who have never played sports in their entire life, and they're doing this purely because it's social and it's fun. But I think everyone from, you know, the athlete to the non-athlete they need to know properly, you know, how to warm up or what they should do when they have an injury, and likewise for the staff.
As sports medicine physicians, we love sports and we love athletes. We love being part of a team, and we take that team approach towards taking care of our athletes. That involves treatment with us, our physician's assistants, our physical therapists, our athletic trainers. All of us work together to make sure our athletes stay out on the field. We like to keep our athletes healthy, and a good injury prevention program can do that. If things don't go as planned and something happens, we do our best to make them get back to the sports that they love as quickly as possible.
This game is sponsored by the Newton Pride Foundation. The Newton Pride Foundation is proud of all the accomplishments of all Newton athletics. Newton Pride Foundation. Find out how you can become a volunteer by going to newtonnjpride.org.
We're back here at Palmer Field. There's a look at former High Point star Ben Armstrong. In the middle there, Kevin Sosa, former Newton star, and Tom Parry, who had a amazing 2 goals in a win for the County College last week, a game you saw here on mugsmedia.com. Taking in the action on a warm day. There you are. Wave to the camera, boys. There's Kevin. There's Ben. There's Tom. Doing a little scouting for Frank Vernacchio. A little bragging rights between Kevin and Ben. So the hydration break is over. Newton with the 2-0 lead, 19:47 to go. And looking at those 3 guys, a reminder, Sussex County Community College, start here, go anywhere, go to sussex.edu. They have open houses coming up in October. Check out the website. All right, we're about ready to start here at Palmer Field after the hydration break. Newton with the throw-in and the 2-0 lead over the Wildcats. As we have 19:47 to go. Spatafora with the throw. Crowley. Gets it to Hasty. This could be a chance here. Looking for Lynch, just a little too strong. Osborne will play that. We'll have a goal kick. I tell you, Iosa and Lynch up top, their motors do not stop. Tristan Castellani has checked in number 13 for High Point. So we'll see here in the final 19 minutes if High Point tries to put a little pressure, bring some people up, trailing 2-0. This is Crowley. Sends the ball, looking for Spatafora, foot race with Ryan. And Kieran Ryan will sweep it away, and we'll have a throw-in. So good work there by the Braves to force the throw-in. As they look to add to the 2-0 lead here in the second half of the Linz Nissan West Mugs Media Game of the Week. Wildcats trying to create something here. Bodies go down. Whistle will be against the Newton Braves, so High Point will take this. Akengo switches fields, and Iosa is there. He breaks it up. Challenge on the far sideline. High Point will get to it. This is Jacob Sorensen. In the middle of the field, Sawyer Fenlon. Looking for a Kengo, but that's broken up by Spatafora. And that will roll out of bounds. Throw in for the Braves. Still plenty of time for High Point. But as the old late great Yogi Berra said, it gets late early out there. And they have to start thinking about what they can need to do to get a little bit more pressure on this Newton defense as we have another set piece for the Braves. Calderero will take this. Sent in. Headed by Ba. Iosa there. Back to the 6. Goes wide. Nicely executed. Just everything but put it in the back of the net. Eddie Lynch just wide looking for that third goal. But a beautiful set piece. We talk about how the Braves excel at those. Going back to the days of Brett Conrad's. Fowler will step up. Rezga doing his yeoman-like work in the middle of the field as he always does. Carrick will flick it forward. And this is Fenlon. Kieran Ryan trying to shake Spatafora. He sends it back. Fenlon swings it over. Nice ball movement here. William Fry sends it to the wing to Castellani, and that will roll out, and we'll have a throw-in for Newton deep in their own territory. Looks like we're going to have a couple of Newton subs when we have a chance. And indeed we do, as Morello will come back in, as will Frankie Sandoval. So as we mentioned, Newton's next game is a crossover against a very good Jefferson team, which knocked off Sparta the other night under the lights at Castle Field. They had the rented lights. And I got to see the Falcons in person. They're a very good team, well coached by Travis Gage. And up top with Buddy Jacobus and Cole Candell. They do a good job of pressuring teams. Sean Bishop, Kyle Barbosa. And it all starts and begins with Liam Fitzgerald in the middle of the field having an outstanding senior season for the Falcons. Jacob Wacker and Dylan Leitzel also have played very well in goal for Travis Gage. And we talked about what Kevin Fenlon has done for the High Point program. Travis Gage, it seemed Jefferson was going through a coach every year, and he has brought them stability. And we might get a card here. Clock will stop. Lynch was not 10 yards and kind of took a step up, so yep, he'll go in the books. And Tommy Herman will come in. So this will allow High Point off the set piece. They only trailed 2-0, though they've been outplayed. All they need is one to get really back in this game and make it kind of sweaty for the Braves. So this will be sent in. Right on goal, headed off the crossbar and hits the football post. It'll be a corner. And this will be High Point's first corner. They'll go quick on it. Fenlon sends it back. Ball loose, and Omar Ba will send it away. So High Point, a couple of times in this second half, have had opportunities to get goals. Again, don't want to beat a dead horse, but with 14 minutes left, the 2-1 game is a lot different than 2-0. Ryan's going to hustle, and it'll roll over the end line. So we'll have a goal kick for the Braves, as you can see the urgency now in High Point trailing 2-0. Under 14 minutes to go. Booted away. Ryan in a foot race. Tommy Herman, in a foot race with Brock Sisko, and that will go out of bounds. We'll have a throw-in. And if we have another goal here in the final 13, it's critical because Newton scores it, basically the game's over. If High Point scores it, we should have a very interesting finish. And Osborne will take this. Ryan and Morello going at it. Nice work there by William Fry. Fry turns, sends it off the wing. That'll go off Omar Ba, so that'll be a break for High Point. They'll get a throw in. Castellani sends it in quickly. Ryan Frater trying to get to it. Ba sends it back out. Sandoval sends it back to Ba. Pressure put on by Maverick Liebel. No one there to make a run. That'll roll out. We'll have a goal kick for Newton with 12 minutes to go. And even though Sparta lost that game the other day to Jefferson, they've been playing well. They beat Mount Olive, who was the four-time defending champ in the American division. And we'll have a stoppage here. Is it injury or is it a card? It looks like we may have blood or something here. Ryan's going to head off. I don't see anyone getting put in the books, so that's just an injury stoppage. So Kieran Ryan will head to the sideline. And I believe that's Alex Foster. No, check that. That's McKernan coming back in, number 22. So 11:49 to go. We'll start momentarily. And goal kick sent out. Let's talk about Sparta before the injury break there. Timmy Connor's doing a great job. They finished strong last year. They got to the HWS finals. Made a great run. And interesting story, Danny DeMarco as a freshman was a tremendous goalkeeper. He played goalie with injuries. But he's also one of the fastest kids in Sussex County, as he proved during track season. So he's on the forward line with Gianluca Bavona, two Jackrabbits. And Alban Ugje has moved into goal, the freshman, and he's been tremendous. But along with Nick Butera, it's a very good Sparta team. So Sawyer Fenlon will take the second corner of the game and second of the half for the Wildcats. He'll go short to Sorensen. Bob trying to break that up. Sorensen sends it to the 6, chipped, blocked. Freda with the shot, and we'll have a whistle before that. I think we had a handball. So it'll be a goal kick for Newton. I said the runners today getting a workout. I think there's only 2 of them, and it's hot out, and there's a lot of space outside the playing pitch that the ball can roll to. So good job by the runners. Castellani trying to set it forward. Carrick gets a piece of it. Resga will chip it away, looking to get a turf bounce to Tommy Herman, but he'll bounce into the defender, Brock Sisko. We'll have a throw in on the far sideline. This could be something here for the Braves. Morello to Herman, back to Morello. Looking for Sandoval. Challenged here by Castellani. So good work by Tristan Castellani, just a freshman for Kevin Fenlon. Maverick Lieber will take this. Castellani takes it right in the mush. Shakes it off. Battle here, Sandoval and Fenlon. The ball will roll back to Omar Ba. Fenlon will look to switch fields. He does. Good job by the Wildcats. They'll get it to Sorensen. Sends it on the wing, looking for someone to make a run that'll head out. And we'll have another throw in as we are in the final 8:30 of this one. 2 goals by Ed Lynch in the first half. And many, many opportunities by the Braves has given them the 2-0 lead. High Point's had a few opportunities to punch one in, but have come up short thus far. It's Fenlon and Hasty. Fenlon will get to it. Sends it up front. This could be a chance. In comes Kieran Ryan. Out comes the keeper. He covers up Metzger. Nicely done. So Kieran Ryan with a terrific run there. But Metzger came out, covered up, and Newton still has the shutout going. Herman flicks it forward. Carter tries to settle. He collides. That will be on Newton. Call that a push on Sandoval. And High Point will take the set piece. They'll send it up the middle, but goes right to Newton. Back to Omar Ba. Lynch ready to check back in. Next opportunity after getting the yellow. Here comes Sandoval. Sends it in. Hasty goes down. Hopefully he's okay. He looks like he's in some pain. And Christian Hasty goes down. We're going to have an injury timeout, folks. We'll be right back.
I don't need an electrician. I can fix that myself.
Wrong choice, Harold. But if you're buying a car, the right choice is always Lynn's Nissan in Stanhope. This month, lease a Nissan Altima for just $122 per month, or the Nissan Rogue for only $133. Plus, you get up to $2,500 more for your trade. Lynn's Nissan in Stanhope, always the right choice.
When it comes to caring for the unexpected, take comfort in knowing that our emergency department is prepared and equipped to take care of all patients' needs, from minor injuries to more advanced life-threatening illnesses like heart attacks and strokes. No other provider can match the experience, commitment to quality, and access to state-of-the-art technology available at Newton Medical Center. And as part of Atlantic Health System, we're also the only facility seamlessly connected to all the resources and medical experts at Morristown Medical Center and our sister hospitals for the breadth of high-quality and nationally ranked services offered throughout our network.
And we're back here at Newton. The injured player was Christian Hasty. Got up, as you can see, walking off on his own power. That's always good to see. And Ed Lynch is checked back in the game, as has Zach Schickel. Schickel almost scored a goal right before the end of the first half. Terrific run. Stopped by Osborne. As we said about this Newton team, so well balanced. A lot of kids on this field, very dangerous, can all score. We'll see if High Point has a couple of runs left in them to try to make this a game in the final 6:30. They hit a post earlier and just went wide. But we got to imagine, even though both coaches have used their bench and we've had hydration breaks, legs are going to be a little bit heavy right now with the heat and humidity here at Palmer Field. Liebel with the throw-in. Fenlon going to get there. Sends it to the wing. Good ball movement here. McKernan going to try to keep it in. It rolls out. And we'll have a Newton throw-in with just under 6 minutes to go here in the Lynn's Nissan West Muggs Media Boys Soccer Game of the Week. Freedom Division battle. Well, I've not seen Hackettstown play in person this year, but I've talked to enough people that I know and respect about the game in soccer, and for them to beat Newton like they did, 4-1, and post some of the wins, they must be legitimate and could be a favorite to win the Hunter Warren Sussex tournament. So the champ could come out of the Freedom Division. As Newton will take this with 5 minutes to go. Again, I want to thank the Newton Pride Foundation, NewtonNJPride.org, for the benefit of the students of the Newton School District. They just had their Hall of Fame ceremony and dinner, and we'll have a story on that on a future Sports Beat. And also sponsoring tonight's game, Friendly's, Route 206 Hampton, Route 23 in Wantage. Great food, great ice cream, great for your family. Family owned and operated. It's Friendly's, Route 206 Hampton, Route 23 in Wantage. As well as our title sponsor, Lynn's Nissan West, Orthopedic Institute, New Jersey, Tim's Auto and Truck Repair, Newton Medical Center, and Sussex County Community College. So we'll have a set piece here for the Braves. Iosa flicks it forward. This is Eddie Lynch. He has both goals today. Sends it back, and that will be a corner kick for Newton. It'll be their fourth. So Newton will take this. And it'll be a Morello. So Newton looked to add to the lead. Morello sends it in. Headed away by Fenlon, right back to Morello. Challenged by Fenlon. He'll win and get rid of it. Good work by Sawyer Fenlon. Omar Ba. Lynch is onside and battling there defensively with Brock Sisko. Good job by Sisko to shield Lynch. He almost had the turn in the box. Lynch will get it back. He's doubled up. Carter will settle. We'll have a whistle. And we'll be on Newton, so Lynch's shoe fell off. Now, High Point desperately needs a goal to make this a little bit tighter contest. This is McKernan. Spat of 4 on him. Kieran Ryan battling hard. He's been hustling all game. Sent in and offsides. So we have 2.5 to go. Good match here today. Newton is getting back in the winning side of things after losing to Mount Olive and Sparta. They have the 2-0 lead. High Point again continuing what's been this season, is playing everyone tough, but just not coming up enough to get a positive result. So Metzger will take this. As High Point will play Wallkill Valley. Crossover game, and as we mentioned, Newton and Jefferson should be a very interesting matchup. This is William Fry. Nice move in the box. Kerrick and him battling. Fry goes down. No whistle. Kerrick will send it away. Sisko and Lynch. Lynch again challenging. Carter trying to get rid of it. He does. Nicely done by him. 1:30 to go here in the second half. So Newton is going to end that little mini streak, which hasn't happened too often here at Newton, to lose 2 games in a row or more. And it won't happen this season, as they're going to come away with the victory here against High Point, and they will move their record to 2-1-1 in the Freedom Division. This is Schickel. Sends the ball up, looking for Lynch. Beautiful ball. Lynch is in, takes the shot, and he just goes wide. Eddie Lynch just a few feet away from getting the hat trick. But good work by Schickel. Schickel gets the ball to Lynch as we're under a minute to go. As we said, High Point will fall to 3-5, 0-4 in the division. As both teams will get ready for the second half of divisional play and the Hunter Warren Sussex tournament. And after that, hopefully for both teams, state tournament play in a tough North 1 Group 2 bracket, in which Newton is the defending champs. So again, want to thank Friendly's in Hampton on Route 206 and Route 23 in Wantage, and Newton Pride Foundation, NewtonNJPride.org, for the benefit of all the students in the Newton School District, for being extra sponsors to go along with Lynn's Nissan West, Orthopedic Institute, New Jersey, Tim's Auto and Truck Repair, Newton Hospital, Newton Medical Center, I should say, and Sussex County Community College. Well, there's the horn. So in the books, a clean sheet for the Newton Braves, only the third of the year, as they were blank High Point 2-0 in this Freedom Division battle. So that's going to wrap it up from Palmer Field. For our cameraman Chuck Mills, I'm Dan Cleary. We'll see you again soon on mugsmedia.com.